Against a dangerous Leeds side today who won at second place Leicester the last time they played on the road. It's Arsenal taking on Leeds United at 4:30 this afternoon. And now to a young man who 5 years ago this month made an immediate impact as an exciting teenager for Manchester United. 250 appearances later, Marcus Rashford continues to have a huge impact on and off the pitch. Reminiscing this week with Patrick Davidson.
We needed more numbers.
But you'll see what his thinking is. You know, getting these four players in, trying to blend them into his team really for the first time. And that's been the key to his success at other clubs when he's managed to put... Newcastle nearest to them will watch against Chelsea on the Monday Night Football tomorrow. They're in fifth place right now, but Manchester United...
Everyone talks about you, but I'll describe them right now as a team that are getting the job done. You know,
play away from home.
Yeah, play some lovely football, and then they're not such a great watch, but they've got a strike force, haven't they? They get goals from many different places, and that always makes you dangerous. Defensively, at times they can be vulnerable, but that's the first thought in my head when I think about Man United. They're a team right now getting the job done.
And with options.
This man in the heart of his midfield, Okay Yokushlu.
Yeah, and I think if West Brom are going to be successful today, which is a long shot, then they're going to need to defend better, and he will have to do a brilliant job on Bruno.
West to Luka Milivojevic, who he brought in that role. De Gea in two minds, and Diana got there and gives West Bromwich Albion the lead inside the first 90 seconds.
Well, I watched Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer talk in his interview about his defenders pushing up the pitch. Well, that was exactly the opposite. And West Brom, well, they were always going to put pressure on this United defence by putting it into the box as early as possible. They work a good position over on this far side. It comes back to Conor Gallagher, and they don't shift.
Fernandes, lovely flick into Marcus Rashford. Still going Rashford, touch from Bartley, Wan-Bissaka again. West Bromwich Albion this season. Shaw's ball in, Cavani missed it. And Townsend can prod away. Fernandes, Rashford, Fred. And Sam Johnson able to respond.
Yeah, it was a tough one for Fred. Yeah.
And it comes by Pereira. And on an icy, gusty afternoon at the Hawthorns, that was not of the best.
Players.
Sliding in there, Yokushlu to deny the birthday boy Cavani. Well, Sam Allardyce has often spoken after leaving Crystal Palace, after leaving Sunderland, about his template for survival, and it's all Fernandes to Rashford. Cavani's on the move, just wide. Martial at that far post. Saved a penalty and had to see it retaken because he was marginally off his line. Cavani. Back comes Shemi Ajay to get it back to his goalkeeper, Sam Johnson. And it will be Pereira again, and it will be better, but it will be wide. Diana, the one to get his head to it again.
Yeah, this time there's a wicked wind, and I think it just...
Tomine back to the fullback. Ajay away, only as far as Rashford. And in by Connor Townsend. And tipped over by David De Gea from Robert Snodgrass.
Well, there's a lack of urgency from United down this side, and they just let Maitland-Niles set it up.
And this one, which Johnston will float forward. Barney, here's Bruno Fernandes, off the heels of Ajay, touched on by Fred. Bartley can clear. Bruno Fernandes caresses it on to Rashford. Bartley blocks, and Johnston able to prevent the corner for what. Been to the Etihad and got a point. Here is Harry Maguire for Manchester United, trying to force the issue and carving out a corner. But Townsend away, flag up. Maguire couldn't get his head to it. side that started against West Ham. Shouldn't be too much legginess from that. Fred caught late again, and out comes Craig Pawson's card for the McTominay. Townsend. Away by Shaw. Here's Cavani. Martial keeping it alive. But it's just touched behind for a corner. Martial.
Van der Beek, you don't really need two holding midfield players and two centre-backs in this game.
Well, Fernando. Lindelof just beyond the reach of Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Beyond Cavani, Bruno Fernandes! Just when Manchester United needed a flash of inspiration, of course, it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, how many times does he pull this Manchester United team out of the mire? It's been a really sluggish first half from them, but it is Maguire down that side. He has been pushing forward.
Through it comes, Maitland-Niles, blocked behind for another corner. Fred. And they look to get on the front foot again. Shaw. They'd have known that Snodgrass was thundering on. Just under 2 minutes on the clock when Mbaye Diagne gave the home side the lead, and almost with the
Well, let's see if there is, again, a Manchester United victory from behind. Handing you back to Gary Neville and Bill Leslie.
Thanks, Dave. Yes, and on his 200th appearance. Here's the goal scorer, Bruno Fernandes. Bartley with the block. Kept his arms out of the way. Placed by Darnell Furlong. Here comes Bruno Fernandes as Manchester United look to catch West Brom cold. No chance. Rashford for McTominay. Now by Yokushlu. Here's Gallagher. United early in the second half. Rashford fizzes it across goal. Shaw close to getting the touch. Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, tidy turn. Diagne. Well, he caught plenty of Bruno Fernandes there. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Little touch there from Fred, which actually beyond Martial. Furlong's ball in. Not too far away from Diagne.
Ora cosa succederà? Ci mette il fisico e conquista il pallone. Intervento difensivo molto tempestivo.